Hello and welcome back to Phantasy Calradia and our Necromancer mini-series, I guess you could kind of call it. I don't know. Anyway, we are in a tournament, and this is going to be extremely interesting because, well, Arkane isn't actually very good at tournaments, but we are in a Saranid one, which I gotta say I'm very pleased about because that means that we don't really have to face anything too dramatically difficult because, let's face it, you know, many times where we go into a battle here and there, you know, especially in a tournament situation. If you're in a not so good environment against, you know, Nords maybe, or one of the newer factions, then we're going to have some huge issues. Because they generally have much higher, you know, martial skills, and they're much more easily capable of eliminating a fellow such as Arkane, because he's obviously a caster at heart, and so he's going to be remarkably terrible when it comes to dealing with other people that are actually better at it than he is. So, you know, that's going to be a bit of an issue, but thankfully we don't have to worry about that here, or at least I hope not. Seems like I'm actually doing some relatively decent damage here. I thought my horse was actually facing the other way around, but apparently not. Oh, there we go, there's a nice kill for me, and surprisingly enough, we're actually able to do something here with my 50 weapon proficiency. Look at that. Two-handed 54 weapon proficiency. That is just awful. But maybe I could do so. Okay, I did something. Very nice indeed. Great. Okay. Two teams with 7 fighters each. Let's, oh dear. I'm not a big fan of the two teams here. Oh no. Oh dear. Did you see what I just saw? Zarina is in this tournament. Oh yes, she is. Oh my. Okay, that's gonna be, maybe we can eliminate her? I actually don't know whether that's even possible at this point. Maybe it is. Because is she on the enemy team or is she on our team? I think she's on our team, so that's probably not gonna happen. Yeah, that's really bad actually. Oh well, never mind. I guess we're just gonna have to make do. Oh, that was a nice hit. If only my forces could actually do something. Okay, maybe we can actually take this guy down. Maybe. There we go. Nice. 62 damage. I mean, considering we only have 47 proficiency, that's not too bad. And, yeah, I think we should be fine here. I did manage to find another companion, by the way. And this is actually a companion that is a little bit rough around the edges. I remember him having quite some issues with a lot of the different people that we had in our army at the time, but he does have looting skill. And that was the thing, as you might recall, that I was having a pretty significant amount of complaints about, because I was like, oh, I don't have any looting skill, I'm now forever sad. But no, we now have some. At least I think he has. I think he has looting skill. I didn't even look. I didn't even look when I recruited him. So yeah, that just goes to show, isn't it? Yes, that's great. I should really look and make sure that I do have some looting skill with him. Otherwise, well, I just wasted 300 dinars. But I guess that's not too bad, considering we are actually going to be winning this tournament. Yeah, I'm being very positive here, can you tell? Yes, I'm being very positive and not really, oh, that was some nice, oh yes, thank you. Thank you for giving me a mounted round against Zarina. If I was not having a mounted round against her, I probably would have died, because she has great proficiencies as far as I'm aware. I actually have no idea what her proficiencies are. I am pretty sure I could have a look in the reference materials. I think I could probably find that, because it is just so extensive, and I'm sure that every single unit's stats in the entire game is available there. So if you want to do some analyses or whatever, then you can, you know, it's available. So there you go, that is indeed a victory for us at this tournament, and look at how much cash I got. Hilariously enough, this is not even the full amount that I could have gained. I could have gotten 20,000. Basically, almost, from this, which would have been amazing, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to. Moraga is a dwarven companion, as far as I'm aware. Not sure if she gets along with my current people. I mean, we've got Bundak here, and we got Borcha, yeah. He doesn't have looting. Wait a minute. Are you serious? He has 0 in looting. Are you joking? Oh... You know, when I found him beforehand, just before starting the episode, I thought to myself, you know, this is fantastic. This is great luck. You know, I thought, that's amazing. You know, that's really good. And then turns out he doesn't have any, which is obviously fantastic. But yeah, anyway, thank you, by the way, for those of you that let me know that the this is actually something really amusing. Let me tell you a story just now. Okay, the story is basically 20 seconds long, so it's not going to take long. But anyway, the point is, the story goes that I was looking at the player handbook. There's actually a player handbook and a beginner's guide and all this really, really cool stuff included with the mod download. So if you are someone that is not particularly familiar with how Phantasy Calradia works, or how, you know, there are some basic you know, mechanics explained as well from a Warband perspective. So if you're not that, you know, having any knowledge of those things, then it's going to be a really good thing for you to check out. But now here's the thing: I was perusing this before I booted up the game. Not just now, but beforehand, before I even created the initial episode of the Necromancer. And I saw very specifically that you can't cast Fireball and various other spells on horseback. And obviously in the previous episode, I'm trying to cast Fireball, and it's because I'm on a horse. You know? And that is just such a classic situation for me, because, as I said, I just saw it in the documentation. It says you cannot use spells, some spells, on horseback. Some of them you can, some of them you can't. And then in the episode itself, I completely forgot about that particular detail. So I so appreciate you letting me know about that, really, because it stumped me at the time. And, well, obviously it's you know, not really anything to be too worried about now, but, you know, it's just one of those funny things. Anyway, I'm going to steal some cat. You know what? I'm actually not going to steal cattle. I thought I had a looting companion. You see, my mind is just gone. I really need to find a looting companion super, super fast here. We've got musicians. Lazalet is actually a really good trainer companion, so I'm kind of thinking I'm going to get him. There we go. He's 400 dinos. Yeah, so he's a really good trainer companion, so I'm going to try and see whether we can actually level him up quite a lot. Peshmi is infested by some bandits. We're going to go over there and see if we can help them out a little bit. 18 step bandits. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm actually going to be holding position here, mostly because I want to use my spell, Fireball. Hell yeah, there we go. Let's do this. Okay, so obviously these are step bandits, so they're obviously going to have the ability to probably murder us. Oh, that damage. Okay, that damage. Unfortunately, I'm not able to use Fireball more than once. At the moment, at least. Oh. Well, I didn't know that they were going to have lances, that's for sure. Well, that's somewhat unfortunate, isn't it? Yeah, I was kind of hoping, you know what, maybe I'll manage to survive. But no. Oh well, never mind. I really want to try out the Fireball in a better scenario, because obviously right now, you know, doing it like this, where there's, you know, step bandits coming in one by one on their horses, that is certainly not a very conducive environment to actually make that work. But if we have a situation where people are literally, you know, bunched up super, super nicely, we're going to have a much better situation on our hands. Okay, so obviously I can indeed spec into leadership once again if I want to, but you know what? I'm not going to do that. We're going to continue pumping some intelligence here. I'd like to get some more magic defense just in case, and then we're going to get some more wound treatment. Hilariously enough, I feel like I am going to be the medic, which I don't even know whether that makes any difference, to be honest. So that's the reason why I'm mostly just putting points in wound treatment and not putting any points in surgery, because wound treatment for me at the moment is basically just about making myself regenerate as fast as possible. That's basically it. I should have made someone else the medic, though, all things considered. But I don't know. Maybe I can respec. Maybe I can respec at some point in the near future. And we're just going to be putting those proficiency points into throwing skill and various other little things here and there. It's actually quite funny. I've been attempting to try and find a ransom broker for quite some time. but for some reason, I'm not able to. I don't know why. They're not really giving me the opportunity to do that. Oh yeah, by the way, I do need to go and do something very specific. So that's the reason why I'm traveling to the north at the moment. Ah, there's a ransom broker. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're going to sell this 1,000 dinars. Actually, not bad. Not bad. And there's Baron Bear. I am not really thinking I'm going to recruit him in this one. Because he is indeed, I mean, he's a crafter, but he's also a dwarf, and I don't think the undead get along with the dwarves, do they? I don't think so. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna, of course. Okay, fine. All right, we're not gonna do that then. I was actually thinking to myself, yes, I'm gonna go up to Rivercheck and buy a weavery and dye works there, because that's gonna be fantastic for good money, you know, good money situations. But as you might expect, that's not going to work because it's owned by the Blazing Hand, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes, Order of the Blazing Hand, indeed. Alright, so basically I've spent 12,000 dinars on a weavery and dye works in the Obsidian Spire, which is where we currently are. I was actually all the way up in Nord territory, but because we've been using our necromancy quite often, a lot of the factions have closed their doors to us. So in other words, I'm not any longer able to go into any of these towns without sneaking in. And they're not actually openly aggressive. Most of them. The dwarves are openly aggressive, the Blazing Hand are openly aggressive, but everyone else is kind of like neutral-ish. However, the towns, as I say, they don't actually allow you to go in there freely anymore. Anyway, we got this guy. I have no idea who this guy is. I don't think I've seen this guy ever before. So he says, "What do you want, mortal? Who are you?" "You may call me Molocordonum. My full abyssal name is much too terrible and complicated for mortal ears such as yours. I have come from a very far, hot and dark place, and my purpose here is to set things in motion, you see. The wars between demons and devils aren't going to fight themselves, so I am here to draft a few hundreds of souls to the 9 hells. I sense great potential in you, so maybe you and I could work together. You can get power and wealth, and I can damn many souls for my master's war. I'm quite adept in magic and can hold my ground in hand-to-hand, so I think I would be valuable to your little group." Alright, so he's free? Okay. Alright, okay. I wasn't expecting that, that's for sure. Quiona is actually going to be joining us as well. She's a drow, so why not? I think that sounds pretty fun. Oh, recruit 5 dark mages for 300 gold? Are you serious? I had no idea that I could do that for such a cheap price. But there you go. Okay, so that's what we currently have. We've got, we've currently got, what is it now? 4,800 dinars remaining, which is actually not too bad after our little spending spree on the weavery and dye works, that is. And we don't need pathfinding, and we don't really need spotting or anything like that. So I think with Deshavi, I'm basically just going to make her into an exceptional... She's actually an unarmed person? That is actually funny as hell. Alright, so yeah, we're going to make her into one of the best bow people in the world. Alright, that's it. That's literally what we're going to try to do here. As you can see, this guy actually levels up into Necromancer, which is really, really cool. And what is this guy all about? What is he actually good at? Well, magic defense, as you can see right here, and magic power. He's got some really, really good stats, but he's got no gear, which is really weird. Alright, no gear whatsoever. That's kind of strange. I guess I'll give him some stuff. I mean, is this actually even going to be useful to him? I guess so, right? I mean, as you can see, we do have a magic modifier here. I kind of want to go to the Mages Guild. Let's go to the Mages Guild real fast, because maybe there is actually a way... Can I purchase gear from this guy, actually? I don't think so, right? No. But I can buy some spell things. I'm kind of wondering whether I want to buy Ice Storm, but we haven't really tried out the... we haven't really tried out Fireball as much as we possibly could yet. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe we'd want to do that instead. Okay, so what I want to do is I also want to join the Delthusum Empire, if at all possible. I think that's probably going to make a really, really good idea. Okay. Wait. What is he currently doing? Alright, so as I was talking to the other fellow and he attempted to offer me a mercenary contract, that basically locked me into an infinite conversation. So I'm going to assume that that's going to be fixed in a future version. And right now, we're speaking to the Lich King himself. And I'm going to see... Oh, okay, fine. Okay, fine. Yeah, so I wanted to become a vassal of his, but obviously he... well, I have 32. Okay. Yes, sure, fine. I understand that. I get it. So yeah, as you could quite clearly tell, we don't have enough. We do not have enough renown to be able to become a vassal just yet. But that doesn't mean that we can't do it. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go over to some faction or another. Maybe the Sarranids. Shall we try to kill the Sarranids? Shall we try to launch a one-man war against them? Maybe we could actually make that work. We might even be able to do it, to be honest. If I can survive. I don't know. I've got 5 HP. I mean, 50 HP. Do I have? Yeah, 50 HP. That is terrible. That is actually really awful. I'm going to go to the Wizard Tower right now. I think the Wizard Tower is going to possibly have some super nice things for us. And technically what you can do is you can craft things. You can craft some really nice magical gear as far as I'm aware. I think someone said that in the comments. Maybe the mod creator, I think, said that. So yeah, anyway, I'm actually just going to take a quick look here. Okay, look at that. That is a really nice helmet. I'd like to get that. Oh, I'd like to get this, actually. Oh, my. Yeah, it's hilarious how many really good things there are, but I'm just not able to afford them, as you might expect. Yeah, that's really sad, actually. Yeah, if I could get this would be amazing. This is 7,000, however, I certainly do not have enough there. What about the Mages Guild here? This is going to allow me to maybe purchase some different spells, maybe? Let's actually have a look. Yep, as you can see, look at this. Whoa, he's got a load. He's got a load of things. Alright, wait a minute. I seem to recall, actually, that I really liked the Lightning Bolt spell. Creates a bolt of lightning. The lightning bolt will fly at a considerable distance and hurt enemies in a small area. Advanced wielders of this spell are often compared to gods because of the pain and destruction they can bring single-handedly. It costs 5,000. Yeah, well, I don't obviously have that, but that doesn't really matter. Basically, I'm just having a look and just seeing exactly what we have available here. I think the haste spell could be fantastic. It costs 4,000. It could be amazing, but then I also have to think about the fact that we don't have any money as it is. So maybe it's not going to be particularly good. We can recruit a single clay golem for 350. Maybe that's a good idea, actually. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to try something. I don't think this is going to work, all things considered, but I'm going to try it, okay? And what we're going to do is I'm going to try to launch a one-man war against the Sarranids. Now, this is very, shall we say, not recommended, at least to do this early on, because I highly doubt I'm going to be successful. But you never know. Maybe something is going to happen here. Maybe we'll be able to do it. Okay, so basically what I want to do is I want to attack these reinforcements. There you go. All right, look at that. That is exactly what we want. I can just leave now, by the way. As you can see, I could just leave. And now we are technically at war against the Sarranids, which is exactly what we wanted. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to go and besiege this castle. Hopefully, we might be able to bait a vassal to come and attack us. Ah, hello. There's already one right here. Okay, so this guy, as you can tell, he has some pretty high tier units. So we might have some issues. I kind of wish I had a shield, maybe. But I'm not particularly sure whether the shield is actually going to provide us with any, you know, actual benefit, and or whether it's going to actually reduce my ability to cast spells. So that's probably going to be a bit of an issue. But yeah, anyway, I will be prepared with my fireball, and I will attempt to do as much damage as possible. That is exactly what we're going to do. And hopefully that's going to be enough. Because I don't think they have any spellcasters, but as far as I'm aware... Oh, wait, no. The Gianni, or whatever they're called, I believe they are actually spellcasters, potentially. Because as you can see, they do have some people that are using magical shields by the looks of things. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. Let's tell my forces to stand closer a little bit here. I don't know. We might actually prove ourselves to be relatively strong here. Oh, there we go. We did damage. We did some pretty nice damage with that. Okay, now I'm just gonna shoot these. I'm just gonna throw my magic missiles, and we're just gonna try and do as much damage as possible here. I do have dark mages. You got to bear that in mind. So I've got the ability to deal damage from range. Whoa, these guys are very dangerous. Okay, let's tell them to charge in. Tell my guys to charge in as much as possible. Yes, Dark Mage. Yes, exactly what we wanted. Thank you, sir. And there we go. I got a kill. Very nice. Got another kill. Thank you. Can we kill these guys as well? That would be nice as well. Come on now. Get them. Get them dead. Get them dead. That is what we want. These guys are going to have insane armor. As you can see, look at that. We actually did take out one of them. And they now have... They gave me almost 1,000 experience for that. Which is crazy. Look at how much look at how much I'm actually getting from this magic. You know, I gotta say it. I'm gonna say it right now. I prefer magic missile over fireball. I know. It's basically sacrilege for me to say something like that, but I gotta say it is true. I feel like the ability to kill Lezelit with my magic missile is far and away much better than being able to bombard, you know, people with. Fireball. Yeah, I mean, you saw exactly what happened there, right? I thought that was funny. Yeah, anyway, there you go. We actually managed to achieve victory. We did lose quite a few people, but again, does that matter? We are a necromancer after all, right? Right? So there you go. There's a wonderful victory for us. We got 16 renown for it, and let's have a look. Okay. What are we gonna get here? Oh, we're gonna get some people actually. Ooh, that's a very nice one actually. Yeah, that guy is gonna sell for a huge amount. Got a horse there, which is potentially good, and we can otherwise, I think, probably leave everything else. There we go. All right, so I want to go into here. Okay, I want to go in here. This was the main purpose of me actually doing it right now. And let's actually see what happens. Okay, so we can obviously level these guys up. I'm going to level these. We got some necromancers already. That's hilarious. That was fast. And Quiona also leveled up, which is wonderful. She's a stealth-based character, so I'm actually not entirely sure how that's going to work. But I'm just going to try to level up her Iron Flesh and Power Strike for the moment, because I think I'd probably like to turn her into sort of like a heavy infantry or something like that, but I am not entirely sure how we're going to go with that. Maybe we need to focus more on dodge or something. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, we are wanting probably to level up our magical powers, right? So I am going to go for another point in intelligence here, and I should probably go for what? I don't know. That's the problem. I should have really gone for some engineering, shouldn't I? I should have gone for some engineering probably, but maybe it's not necessary. Maybe it's not necessary for me to do that. Okay. So what we're going to do is wound treatment, considering I've already been doing that. And we're going to save one skill point right now, because we are going to inevitably get to the next level in this next attack. And we raised 10 zombies from the remains of our enemies, which is actually very nice. So let's actually see what happens here, because I'm pretty sure the enemy is going to come along and they're going to try to stop me, which is 100% assumed, or not. Okay, they apparently didn't want to do that. That's very strange. I'm not entirely sure what happened with that. Okay, yeah, anyway, Fireball is obviously going to be my first choice here, even though I'm not a big fan of it, surprisingly enough. Okay, I did nothing. Oh, okay. I actually thought that aiming it at the wall would have like splash damage or something like that, but apparently not. Kind of sad about that. Oh well, never mind. Can't really do much about it. Okay, so all I need to... Oh no. Yeah, this is not going to work, I don't think. Was kind of hoping for a bit more. Oh, okay. Okay, fine. All right, I'm out of here. I'm okay. Can I not? Can I not retreat? Okay. Apparently I can't retreat right now. Okay, wait a minute, wait a minute. I need to move a little bit further away, I guess. Or still I can't? Okay. I can't. I wanted to retreat because I leveled up. And I don't think I think I can actually level up right now. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, fantastic. So yeah, basically what I want to do is I just want to get away from here. I want to go to 21 intelligence. Let's get magic power, magic defense, and we also are, of course, going to be getting pathfinding too. And then we're just going to put another couple of points into throwing skill. This is looking very, very dangerous for us right now. I'm actually not entirely sure if this is a good idea, because we go in here and we are going to inevitably have... Well, I don't even know. I don't even know whether we're even going to be able to do it, to be honest. I feel like maybe we need to level up a little bit more. So I was kind of hoping, you know what? You know what we're going to do? Going to use some more necromancy skills. Let's get some more shadows. Feels to me like it's actually quite difficult to level those guys up. So what I would like to do is I'd like to raid a village. I hope no one has a problem with me raiding villages. Okay, let's do this. Okay, charge the villagers. Okay, yeah, that's absolutely fine. Okay, yeah, and what's really cool actually is that I can use magic missile on my horse. So technically, I don't even need to really put myself in, you know, large amounts of danger here, and I can technically get a lot of kills this way. Funnily enough, oh no, do these villagers actually have ranged? I don't think they do, right? I don't think they do. Okay. Yeah, but as you can see, we do some pretty massive damage with this. You know what? You know what? I want to get something that is like magic missile, but maybe vampiric bolt could be cool. I don't know. Maybe it could be cool. Don't get killed now. Don't get killed. I have so little HP. I am livid that I have so little HP. Actually, I feel like I need to really do much more. I feel like I need to put massive amounts of points into strength or something like that. Or I need to save up some money and just go to the 4 Ways Inn and buy some magical gear. I think that's probably going to be the best thing for us to do. Whoa, I got 30 renown for that. Are you serious? Wow, I'm actually really surprised. Okay. Chase after the remaining villagers and enslave them. No, I don't really care about that. We're going to just plunder the village. We lose honor. Yes, we're going to lose honor. Of course we are. Alright, yeah, so obviously I'm stuck here, basically. I can't move if there is a vassal. So we're just going to have to deal with it if something bad happens. And at the moment, there's one there. He's not wanting to attack us, as you can see. He's obviously got something, shall we say, more important on his mind. And look at what we... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. Okay. This is amazing. Look at this. Look at this loot. This is without looting skill, by the way. Imagine if I had looting skill. Wow. Yeah, this is amazing. This is really, really good. Okay, so I'm going to be taking absolutely everything apart from the grain, apparently. And there's also 3 cattle there as well, so I should probably do something with that too. Surprisingly enough, these guys are not leveling up. I'm not sure why. Oh well, never mind. I mean, the necromancers are definitely leveling up, but no one else is, which is kind of annoying, but oh well, never mind. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to get rid of all these things. This is not particularly necessary for me to keep. They are kind of awful in terms of cash. And I could technically get rid of the drinking water as well, but I'm just going to do this. And then we're just going to go over here, slaughter these, get all the hides, get some fresh beef, and then I'm just going to turn that... Gonna preserve this, preserve the beef. There we go. I should probably not stay here and do that in the remnants of the village, should I? That's probably not the best idea, but there we go. We turned it into dried meat. We can also do that to the pork as well, I think. Yep, there we go. And we've got sausages. Yeah, so that's obviously a new system, you know, associated with Phantasy Calradia, which is exactly the reason why I think that is so cool. It's really, really nice, in my opinion. Being able to do that is basically a lifesaver pretty much the entire way. Okay, so all necromancers across Calradia are performing undead summoning rituals. Yes, I will be doing that as well. Well, I technically can't at the moment. I did just gain a huge amount of renown, but for some reason it has not increased my party size as much as I thought it would. which is a little bit unfortunate, but, you know, that's how it goes. Okay, I was kind of hoping for a ransom broker in the tavern here, but unfortunately there isn't one, and you can see here that I can literally just bankrupt this guy almost instantaneously by selling the spices. So I guess we'll just sell that and some of the oil, or this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's just 4 dinars off, and there's basically nothing else for me to do here. I think what I want to do though is I want to buy an additional spell. Do I have enough? Yeah, I have enough money for that, so I will go and buy an additional spell here, and then I think we're going to do a little bit of a trade at the armor place. Okay, so we've got the slow spell. The slow spell might actually be really, really strong. Or charm person. I remember using charm person a huge amount, actually. So, yeah, let's get charm person. I think this is going to be really funny. Hopefully it's going to be pretty fun, at least. So, let's just go here. I actually want to see, is there a way for me to get a better staff? Or something that actually provides me with magical bonuses? I'm going to assume the 4 ways in maybe has something there. So maybe that's something for me. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a quick look through some of this stuff. As you can see, most of it has negative magic modifiers. We've got a thick robe here, which has a magic modifier of 0. I feel like this should have more because it is a robe. But, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter too much. And yeah, it seems like I will have to go to the Wizard's Tower if I do actually want to do something with that. So I guess I will make my way over there. Alright, so I've actually made my way all the way over to the Wizard's Tower as I said I was going to, and we are now here taking a look in the marketplace. So there's actually some really, really cool things here. As you might expect, the head armor is what I'm looking at right now, the sturdy expert hat. This is, oh, it's not looking good. Let's just say that. 14,000 gold for this thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to afford this, but I'm going to try, okay? We're going to try and see what we can do. So there's Scroll of Charm Person. I need to actually put that in there in just a second. So we're just going to sell every single thing that I can. All of this stuff, including the food and all that, because I just want to be able to afford this thing. It doesn't matter if I get rid of stuff that is particularly good. I just want to get rid of it so that I can afford the hat. Do I have enough? I'm going to pay 5,000. That's not enough. I don't have enough. No. Are you serious right now that I literally do not have enough? I am so livid right now. Alright, so instead we're just going to sell this stuff to the armor merchant, and then we're just going to go over to the goods merchant and sell the other things. Oh wow, this is exactly what I'm talking about. The merchants need more, they need more money. These merchants definitely need more money. That is for sure. Okay, let's go over to the Rodox here real fast. Okay, there we go. We're actually finally getting the revenue from the Obsidian Spire, so that's obviously going to be making a huge difference for us. Let's go over to the Rodox. Yeah, exactly. So, unfortunately, because, as you might expect, we are technically evil, they're not really allowing me to do that. So, I'm actually going to go over to the Obsidian Spire right now, and I'm just going to go and... there's the Corsair landing right there. Technically, I could maybe take a task, but that's highly unlikely now, isn't it? Yes, they don't really want to deal with us anymore. There's another vassal. Oh yes, let's do combat, shall we? Let's do combat. Okay, one thing I want to do is I just want to copy a scroll to the spell book. There we go. And we are gonna try to attack this guy. Are we looking pretty good? Oh yeah, by the way, I did get Unuela, who is indeed an orc. And she is looking really, really good to become, well, basically anything you want her to become. She's level 1. She has amazing stats, actually, for a level 1 character. She's got great power strike. She's got power throw. She's got unarmed, weapon master, athletics, riding, horse archery. She could basically become anything you want her to become. And she has no extraneous stats whatsoever, as you can see. She has nothing stupid like, you know, random trade skill here and there or random spotting skill. So it's really nice, you know, it's really nice. You're not going to get anything wasteful with a character like this. Anyway, we're going to go straight on in and see whether we can actually achieve victory against this guy as well. 12 renown is not bad, actually. 12 renown is not bad for this. Maybe it's going to be good. Alright, so I'm actually going to see here. I can use Charm Person on horseback. Oh my. Are you thinking what I'm thinking right now? Yes. Oh no. Okay, come on now. Got him. Oh, we got the Mamluk. That is hilarious. Okay, that is amazing. Don't get killed now. Don't get killed. Okay, come on. Charge these guys in right here. Charge these guys in. Okay, that is fantastic. Okay, I want to get more of these guys charmed if I can. Oh, I'm doing damage with this thing somehow. Okay, come on now. Get him. Got him. I got him. Okay, I'm gonna switch to Magic Missile now so I can actually get some experience, because I don't think I'm getting any experience for charming them or anything, but it doesn't really matter, I suppose, because if we can win, then that's all that matters in the end, right? Okay, it's a bit difficult to actually utilize. It's a bit difficult to utilize Magic Missile when you're literally just gonna get murdered. You're gonna murder everyone. Oh, I'm hasted. Someone cast haste on our troops. That's nice. Got that guy dead. Nice. It seems like my forces are absolutely murdering every single one of these guys, so we don't need to worry about that too much. Oh, can we kill this fellow? Yes, we can. 980 experience for that. Ho ho ho! That is nice. Okay, oh, wonderful. A Greater Shadow Warrior literally just got a kill on one of those Gianni units, which is definitely going to make a big difference. And what we want to do is we want to... Ah, I see. Wait a minute. Does Charm Person actually run out? Is there a duration on that thing? Maybe there's a duration on that thing. If so, then this Mamluk was fighting for us for quite some time and maybe is now just, you know, having... I don't know. Seems to be not under our control anymore. But that's okay. Okay, so if I can just do damage here. Yeah, we're doing a lot of damage with Magic Missile, in my opinion. We really are. I feel like Charm Person could be exceptional in certain situations. If we can actually get into like a really big advantageous spot in like a siege or something like that, we might be able to charm some people and then, you know, do what we need to do. I'm going to take this guy prisoner, of course, and then we're just going to move on. Is this guy actually better than the other ones? I actually have no clue. I guess, according to his armor, maybe he's good, maybe he's better than the other one. I have no idea, but yeah. Anyway, let's move on, and look at that. We've leveled to 8. Wonderful. Let's get another point of wound treatment right here. I don't even know. Does Power Throw actually increase damage to magical spells? Because we are technically doing thrown damage sometimes, I think. So I'm not entirely sure if it does actually do anything. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I'm thinking maybe we want to go for Trainer's Skill, or maybe we want to go for something else like, maybe Engineer. I don't really want to be the Engineer, but I can always respec if we don't like it, so why not? Let's just do that. I have spare points, so I might as well do that. Oh, we've got our first Shadow Wizard. Yes, we've got our first Shadow Wizard. Okay, that's going to be great. Got some Zombie Warriors leveling up here as well. Okay, and Borcher obviously leveled up. Okay, so what we're going to do with Borcher here, he's a bit of a weird fellow, so I'm going to literally just give him looting skill. Okay, I'm just going to turn him into our looter, because apparently no one has looting, which is so funny. Not sure how that happened, but yeah, apparently no one has looting. So let's go down over to the Obsidian Spire, and we really quite badly need to capture a town. And I'm talking about the Delthasum Empire. The Delthasum Empire needs to capture a town. If they can capture a town, then I will be able to purchase another enterprise somewhere. And that's actually going to be pretty useful. But as it is right now, we don't have access to any other towns, because if you do sneak into a town, you can't actually speak to the Guildmaster. That's just the restriction there. You can't speak to the Guildmaster, so I basically have to make do with what we have going on here. So I'm just going to sell a couple of the hides here. We have no money. This guy has no money whatsoever. Well, it looks as though this Saranid patrol is biting off a little bit more than they can chew. And this is certainly not going to be something that they are really going to be very pleased about, but for some reason they decided to attack me. I don't know why they would decide to do this, to be honest. But, yeah, by the way, the reason why I'm so low in HP is because I literally just summoned 14 skeletal cavalry. And I'm actually not entirely sure how you advance your necromancy skill, if you can even do that, if it's even necessary. I don't know whether it's even needed to do that, but you know, whatever the case, I'm just trying to. Yeah, what a classic. Anyway, I'm just trying to basically use necromancy as often as possible, just purely for the fact that I want to get as many free units as I can, units that will inevitably be able to level up, cause my army to remain at a high, decent level of strength. So they're always able to do something, and that's what I want them to do, of course. We want them to be able to be effective at almost every single point in the game. Okay, so I'm actually thinking, can I go into the Bleeding Throat Clan's places? Let me actually just see here. We might be able to go into them because they are orcs, and technically orcs are evil according to their alignment. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we can actually do that. Let's have a look-see. Okay, so Weaverian Dyeworks, that's going to give me 2,000. Whoa, that's going to give me 2,000. That's even more than the previous one. So this is going to be even better. So let's actually sell this. I want to get to 12,000 as soon as possible. So if I can do that, I'll be extremely pleased. Can I do this? Wow, there's like nothing here, as you can see. This is the main difficulty with what we have available here now. I'm just gonna have to go to each of these, and there we go. Okay, so I have 12,000. Fantastic! Look at that. I made it. I made it there, just enough. Gonna gain 2,000 per week. Is there a ransom broker here? That would be... Oh, a ransom broker. I'm so lucky. Look at that. 3,600 for our prisoners. That's amazing. And Ymira is here. I guess I'll take her. She's free. So why not? And there's another drow. So let's get him too. Fantastic. There's a strange mercenary there. Okay, yeah, that's absolutely fine. All right, so we're looking pretty good right now, all things considered. So yeah, Ymira is actually a first aid person. So that's going to be pretty useful for us as well. And we've got our first Skeletal Knight. Oh, actually, second Skeletal Knight. This guy, as you can see, is looking pretty strong. Look at his proficiencies. Look at his proficiencies right now. Yeah, he's looking really, really powerful right there. And let's go for Unuela here. I actually have no idea what to spec into her, to be honest. I'm thinking right now that I just want to power up her strength as much as possible. So we're probably going to go for one-handed, shield, 2 thrown weapons. That's kind of the loadout I'm thinking of right now. Maybe it's going to be good, maybe it's not, I don't know. But we do need to get all of our companions some gear as well. And bear in mind that you can automatically upgrade them in Phantasy Calradia. It's a very, very nice system in that regard. As you can see, the orcs have already taken Tolga, Almarad, and Barrii, but this just gives me more places to purchase enterprises, which is exactly what we want. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.